Now, hear now my conversation with the Congressman, Bennie Thompson, who, by the way, heads the Homeland Security Committee. Do you think Julie Myers should be fired?
Well, I think she has some explaining to do, and that's why I've asked her to come and give a presentation to me and some of the other members of the committee as to what actually happened.
Do you know why this is such a big deal? I'll tell you why. It seems to me that this is a very important issue. She is charged with the job of, in many cases, arresting and deporting people who are of the skin color which that man seemed to be mocking at that costume party, okay? I mean, essentially brown-skinned people and real dark-skinned people. How do they now look at her and the agency she runs as a fair organization?
Well, I agree that it is poor taste. I agree that this agency deals with a disproportionate number of minorities, and the higher you get up in the organization, the less minority participation you get. What I really want to get to the bottom of, Rick, on this issue is this situation symptomatic?
And the fact that they're doing that and nobody in the room seemed to recognize when it was going on from a leadership standpoint, from a Julie Myers standpoint, that there was a problem there is symptomatic in and of itself. I mean, if there isn't a recognition of a problem when it's happening, that's not leadership, sir.
Well, I agree with you. Clearly, there's a problem. The minute she saw it, she should have said, oh, no, this is totally inappropriate. To wait until the next day to issue an apology and say, oh, I was misled, I thought this was an African-American, but to find out this person had makeup on, it's inappropriate. I agree with you.
Apparently, there's a picture of her standing next to the gentleman who she singled out for originality in costume. But that picture has been gotten rid of for some reason. They had the photographer make sure he got rid of his negatives, according to a report. A, have you seen that picture? And B, what's your reaction to that report?
We heard the same thing, Rick. We're trying to find out why was the CBP photographer's camera erased, film erased. I will ask her that in the morning. If that was the case, then I think that creates a bigger problem because you're trying to pretend or cover up and actually make like this situation never occurred.
Bennie Thompson, Congressman, my thanks to you, sir, for taking time to take us through this.
Thank you.
Gene Reserve, let's bring you back into this conversation because I was taken aback when he told me. He seemed to be saying he's more concerned about the cover-up than he was the actual charge. What are you learning about this?
Well, ICE says that those photos were deleted from the CBP photographer's digital camera because the costume was offensive and inappropriate. We asked, wouldn't it have been helpful to have those photos for the inquiry that DHS is now doing? A spokesman for ICE said, well, they might or they might not. There are other photos of the party. We have asked for them. ICE said no. They wouldn't tell us why, but advised us to file a Freedom of Information Act request. We have done that, Rick.
Well done, Gene Reserve. Thanks so much for that report. By the way, I've got some pictures I want to show you. Take a look at